Well, hello everybody, and welcome back to the Pokemon. Of course. The second I start the video, there is a phone call. Oh, freaking phone call! I don't know if you guys just heard that, but in the background, there's actually an Aerodactyl cry. That's like a kind of this feature of sorts that was introduced, I think, in the 3rd generation, where the wild Pokemon of an area will actually emit their cries every so often if you stay in the area long enough. So that tells you that you can find Aerodactyls in this area, which is interesting. And you may also think it's kind of sad that I can recognize certain Pokemon's cries just by hearing them. It just goes to show that I've been playing Pokemon a very long time. So anyways, it's been a while since Pokemon Emerald videos have come out. It's been a while since I played. It's probably been like 2 weeks, maybe. Maybe not that much, but... yeah, I just really haven't had time to play this. I mean, I've kind of been focusing on getting Minecraft videos up because Minecraft's basically my main series, and this is kind of I wouldn't call it a side series, but it's kind of takes second place to the Minecraft at the moment. And I've really been working a lot on building in Minecraft, so yeah. Obviously, I didn't do anything off camera. I was still in the same spot I left off. I think we're gonna tackle this double battle. Alright. I screwed that up. We're just gonna have to deal with 2 single battles. But that's okay, because single battles are also cool. Trico's pretty cool. Anyways, there has been some new news in the Pokemon department. Namely the fact that the Mega Evolution trend has expanded to include the original starter trio, Bulbasaur, Charmander, Squirtle, or to be more specific, their final forms. For those of you who don't really keep up with the recent Pokemon news for the new games X and Y, Mega Evolution is this new type of... I wouldn't really call it evolution in the sense of the normal Pokemon evolution. It's more of like a form change. Basically, you have a hold item and you use it and... oh, come on. Really? Oh, wow. Defrosting on the same turn that I got frozen. That's nice. And this thing has all the good ice moves. Anyway, so Mega Evolution is basically like a form change. You use a certain item and your Pokemon Mega evolves into something even more powerful, possibly with a different ability and typing. So, there's Mega Charizard, Mega Venusaur, and Mega Blastoise. Oh, Ken is evolving. Let's see what ability he has, and hopefully it's not Sandstream again, because Sandstream is not all that helpful to me. Speaking of weather-inducing abilities, Mega Charizard actually gets the Drought ability, which summons a Permanent Sun. And of course, Permanent Sun boosts the power of Fire-type moves and weakens Water-type moves, so that kind of increases the effectiveness of Charizard, who was, up until this point, not a very good Pokemon. Primarily because the metagame kind of revolves around the Stealth Rock move, which will actually take half Charizard's health off upon his switching in, so it's kind of why he sucks. Wait, what? What? What is this? What is this crap? No ability? How can you have no ability? That's stupid. That's... well, at least when he evolves he'll have something, but... no ability? Really? That's just disappointing. Now you better have Wonder Guard when he evolves, or I'm gonna be pretty mad. Alright, we gotta get Henry out of there because he's kind of taking a beating, and I don't really feel like wasting potions at this point. So let's battle this bug catcher who probably has a fire type, because why not? Anyway, so the other Mega Evolutions, Mega Venusaur has the ability Thick Fat, which reduces the damage from Ice and Fire-type moves, which is very nice for Venusaur because it is weak to Ice and Fire-type moves, and that basically changes them to being neutrally effective. Of course, if you hit it with one of those types of moves, it would still show up as super effective on the screen where it says it's super effective or it's not very effective, but it will actually do neutral damage. So that's the nice thing for Venusaur to have, although one of its other abilities is a lot more useful, and that other ability being... oh my gosh, for Alligator is the best Pokemon. Let's send out Ken, see if he can do anything. So anyways, the other ability that Venusaur has that's a lot more useful is Chlorophyll, which boosts his speed and Sun, and Venusaur, I don't know, I kind of consider Venusaur more of a offensive kind of Pokemon rather than a defensive Pokemon. And Thick Fat kind of lends itself to making it a defensive Pokemon. Wow, for a super effective stab attack, that did not do much at all. And for a non-stab, not super effective attack, that did quite a lot. About the same amount. Ken, you are not very good. At least that healed some of that damage off. I was about to say, please don't use like Ice Beam or something, because that would kind of scare me. More than scare me, it would kill Ken. Poor Ken. So anyways, Mega Venusaur also kind of cool. I mean, I suppose you can make a defensive build that's not reliant on Sun, and it could actually do pretty well, because he'll have 2 less weaknesses. And the final Mega Evolution is Mega Blastoise, who has the ability Mega Launcher, I think. Which, to be honest, is kind of underwhelming, because all what it does is it boosts the power of certain moves, and that's like a kind of an ability type we've seen plenty before, and it's just like, okay, this ability boosts certain moves. Okay, that's not all that interesting. It's not unique or cool, or it's just, bleh, I don't know, it's just kind of boring. It's just kind of boring, kind of. I mean, don't get me wrong, I'm sure it's gonna be effective. I mean, I think it works on pulse type moves, so that's gonna be like water pulse and stuff like that. Wait, what attack did he just use? I wasn't even paying attention. I wasn't even looking at the screen at the moment. Oh, and I completely forgot that these guys could be level 11, so this is gonna be easy. We'll probably send Ken out against them, especially if it's just a Squirtle. Gee, Squirtle, we're talking about your final evolution here, or to be more specific, your final evolution's Mega Evolution. But actually, I think that's all I had to really say on the subject. So overall, I think there's some good stuff there. You do actually get the opportunity to pick up one of these Pokemon and their Mega Evolution Stone in the main game in X and Y, like early on. So you can actually use it on your team, and I think I might end up picking up the Charmander, because a Drought Charizard for in-game purposes would be amazing. Although the problem is I was kind of planning on starting with Fennekin, the Fire Starter, and I can't have 2 Fire types on my team, because that just wouldn't do. Wouldn't do at all. I forgot completely what he was sending out, so this might be a terrible choice. This was a terrible choice. Luckily he's a very low level, so that's like... Oh, and he's got Sandstream too. Why does everything have Sandstream? Okay, so anyways, I don't really know who I can pick for my starter then, because I think on my first playthrough of X and Y, I'm probably not going to bother using the Kanto starter, because I've used all the Kanto starters before. Of course, I never used their Mega Evolutions, but still, I mean, you still got to use their first and second forms for a good portion of the game, because you get the starters fairly early on, so you can't just like grind them up to like level 36, because you're not at that point yet. So anyways, I don't really know who I'm going to start with. I think all the starters this generation look kind of cool, like in their own way. So, but I think I'm going to start, I might start with Fennekin first, and then maybe do an alternate playthrough. Speaking of alternate playthroughs, they actually did unveil a Snorlax. They unveiled something called the Pokemon Box. No, not Pokemon Box. I don't even remember what it's called, but this storage system, it actually costs money. It's like $5 a year, which isn't too much. It's not terrible, but you can actually use it to store your Pokemon, which is very useful because you can actually restart a save file without worrying about finding another person with a 3DS and trading all these stuff over. You can actually just upload them all to the Pokemon storage, and then restart your game and transfer them back over. So that's kind of nice for people who like to kind of start their game over and play it again, which is something I do a lot. So yeah, that'll be very nice. Very nice to have. What I've been doing with the Generation 5 games, though, is I actually have, on cartridge, I have white version, white 2 version, and black 2 version, and when I want to trade between them or start over one of the games, I actually bought a 3DS, so I could actually use the 3DS in with my DS and trade with myself to get all the Pokemon I want off the game and onto the new game, whatever. Let's actually try out Ken again. We have Fire-type moves at Ken, so we can use those. It's a great effect on a Beldum, which is not all that concerning. I'm still trying to avoid... I still remember saying that I was going to avoid using threatening and interesting too much. And I'm still going to try and hold to that. Probably not very well. I've probably said those words several times already, and of course Blaze Kick misses. That's interesting and threatening. Steel Wing. I think we've seen a Beldum that used Steel Wing before. Of course, there's a freaking sandstorm still going on. Alright. Land the Blaze Kick. Let's get this over with. Goodbye, Beldum. And this is the last trainer on the route, so now we can head to Verdant Town City? I think it's a town. Where there is not really anything of interest, so we're probably just gonna heal and head back to the gym. And I don't know if we're taking the gym on in this episode, because it might take too long. But I think I'm ahead of Sneak at this point. Sneak hasn't uploaded any Pokemon Emerald in a while. I'm assuming he's still doing it, but let's do our super speed healing. As always. And actually, I think there are trainers in the Verdant Tunnel over here that I could fight. So let's put Henry back out in the lead, so he can get XP, because he's the lowest level guy at the moment. Although not necessarily the weakest, that would probably be Ken. Wait, why don't they call Pokemon up in the mountains a mountain Pokemon? Don't they? If a Pokemon lives in the mountain, then don't you call it a mountain Pokemon because it was in the mountains? I don't know. I don't know. I just don't know. Giga Drain! Yeah, so I kind of already talked about all the recent Pokemon news, so I don't really have a whole lot else to say. Ooh, Doom Desire. That's not something I want to see, especially since I think that's the move that killed poor Vincent. I almost couldn't remember his name, it's been so long. That's kind of terrible. Especially since he was my entrusted partner at the beginning of the game. Here's a Torchic. A Torchic. Let's send out Boring, just in case we have to take a Doomsayer. I'd rather him die than anyone else on my team. I'm sorry, Boring, you kind of suck. Although, not as much as I may have said before. You're okay. You're alright, man. You're alright. I wonder if at the end of this LP, I'm gonna have a moment like at the end of The Hobbit where, like you know the "Never Have I Been So Wrong" moment, and like Boring's gonna save the day, or I don't know, something like that. Be kind of funny. All right, Ken, you better actually hit this Blaze Kick, because I swear, if you don't, I am gonna wring your little neck. You don't even have a neck. You're like all head, and then you have legs and little ears and a tail. Oh crap! Forgot about that. Oh, that's gonna hurt. Oh, that's gonna hurt. That's gonna hurt. That didn't hurt all that bad, actually. Blaze Kick hits! Goodbye, Parasect. Quadruple super effective. Even from a wimply weakling like Ken, that's gonna kill you. Level up! Oh yeah! No new moves? Okay. Well, Ken's kind of got a good moveset right now, so I'm pretty happy with that. Is there any more trainers up here? There are not any more trainers up here. And I will not be able to progress through here until I've got the Rock Smash HM. I think it's an HM in this generation. Of course, there's nothing else on the other side of this place except for the Rustboro City, which I have already been to. And there's also this man who will give you the strength HM once you break the boulder for him. It seems kind of silly that you have to break a boulder that to get to the HM that he could have used to move the boulder. I mean, okay, they're like different kinds of rocks, I guess. I mean, these rocks seem smaller, so you should be able to push them out of the way of strength. But I guess you can't. Oh, this Donphan has Sandstream. That is cool. That is very cool. That's a lot of Pokemon that have Sandstream, though, but that's still pretty cool. I like it. I like it. I would have caught a Donphan if I could have, but I couldn't have. Oh, cool. It's a Sceptile. I might have seen this guy already here. I don't know. It's been a while, so I don't remember. But that's also a cool thing that I wish I could have gotten instead of whatever I found in this cave, which I don't remember what it was. Is there another hiker down here? There is not. And it's a Shogun. I miss my Shogun. He was cool. Kebab. He had the most awesome name too. Yeah, it would have been nice if he had survived the song, but unfortunately he didn't. And I don't remember how he died at this point. This guy lost his black glasses. And they are somewhere over here. I'm trying to hit A at every spot. Aha, found him. Although these are actually his glasses, as we'll soon find out. They're not what I was looking for. Maybe my glasses aren't around here. You're wearing them. Does he realize that he's wearing his glasses? Anyways, HP up. always nice. I don't think... Do any of my Pokemon have Dark-type moves? Those black ices might not be all that useful. Doesn't look like it. Alright, so black glasses, another useless item. I will keep them in case I have a Dark-type Pokemon in the future, or a Pokemon with a powerful Dark-type move. Of which there are not very many in this generation. That's the most powerful move is Crunch, and it only has 80 power or 90 power. Here's a Lotad, which is not a great Pokemon. Although it is great in that, in a sense other than it's good at battling, it's great in that it evolves into this sombrero-wearing duck of some sort. And whenever I see it, I always think of Mirror B from the Pokemon Coliseum game, and he was the greatest character in Pokemon ever of all time. Pretty much. I think we do have a Wally fight to do over here. And we will do that. He only has one Pokemon, it's going to be level 16. And of course I don't know what it is, but I will fight it regardless. Let's get Ellie out there. Just want to kind of get my... you know what, Henry can handle it. Let's get Henry out there. It's only going to be level 16, it won't be too much of a problem. And he wants to challenge the gym, but he's only got one level 16 Pokemon. I think the gym leader has something like level 23, 24, maybe even 25. So he's not going to be able to handle it at all. So he thinks he has a Ralts, but he's going to send out something different, I'm betting. Alright, let's battle him. This is actually a required battle. Even if you say no, he's just going to stand in front of the gym until you battle him. He's got Onyx, so that's kind of stupid. Of course, how could he have the Ralts? He killed the Ralts, so he didn't catch it. So he has to go catch another Pokemon, right? Right? That's kind of how I'm going to think of it in my head. Because it's just dumb. Because he killed the Ralts, as you remember from the beginning of the episode. Not the episode, the series. And that was very easy because Onyx has a 4x weakness to grass. Alright, so I'm going to start in the gym in this episode, but I won't be able to finish it because I had to fight all the trainers and there's a gym leader and that's going to take a while. So, you give me something? Give me things. Give me things? No, you're not giving me things. You suck. Oh, here comes this guy. He's not giving me anything either. Get lost. Beat it. Okay, that's cool. Get lost. Alright, here's the gym. I probably only have time for one trainer battle before I want to end this episode off, so let's go ahead and fight this. Let's do a double battle. Why not? Why not, indeed? So I think actually in the actual game, some of these trainers don't have electric types. Like they have Zigzagoons and stuff, so that's kind of weird. But oh wow, wow! Porygon 2 and Shiftry. Those are both fully evolved Pokemon in a sense. I mean, Porygon 2 can evolve into Porygon Z, but that's not in this generation. But anyways, both very threatening looking Pokemon. Let's see if I can handle them. Spoilers, I probably can. Because it looks like they have very weak moves. Oh, but Shifter has speed boost. Why does everything have speed boost? Everything, all these good Pokemon. I want a Shifter with speed boost. Speed boost and Spore? Really? Holy cow! I want a Shiftry now. I want a Shiftry. Really want a Shiftry. Alright, kill that thing, please. Thank you. I'm gonna have to switch Henry out because he's asleep. And being asleep is not a fun thing to do. Though somehow he still grew a level, got experience from that battle, even though he was sleeping through part of it. Okay, right about now, that Giga Drain would have come in handy. Let's switch you out for... Yeah, let's get Ellie out there. Okay, we'll have you... Bubble Beam? No, Bubble Beam's not hit both targets. Let's go over Hydro Bump and Porygon 2. And hopefully that takes that out. Hydro Pump connects. Hooray! The day is saved. And lots of XP all around, and the last Pokemon to fight is an Espeon. So it's a good thing I brought Ellie out because Ellie can use Bughorn, Mega Horn, Bugger Horn, whatever. Mega Horn on Espeon is gonna take it out in one hit. And I'll use Bounce on Golduck, I guess, because that's the best I got. And Espeon goes down. And there's level 22. I think he evolves at level 30. Just a... Spore! Spore, yes! Best move! Best move! Yes! Yes! Ken, I have to keep you around. I absolutely have to keep you around. You are the best. You have all the best moves. I don't think your moveset could be any better at this point in time. Oh man, that's amazing. Spore is a 100% accuracy sleep move. So if I could get Ken to be a bit faster and get those spores right off right at the beginning, and things will be good. Things will be good. It'll be awesome. Crab Hammer, because every water type has Crab Hammer or Octazooka. Because why not? Let's try to finish this guy off. Mega Horn. Goodbye, Golduck. We just passed the 20-minute mark, like a minute ago. So that's gonna be the end of this episode. After I get all my XP and whatnot. And wait for it. Wait for it. Alright, I will see you guys in the next video, where we will fight more gym trainers and challenge the gym leader, and hopefully it will go well. Although I'm sure it'll be more fun to watch me fail miserably. So I'll see you guys then.